talked in some of the previous segments about the things that are necessary in order to have combustion. What we really want to understand is what has changed in the last 20 to 30 years within buildings that make early detection and, even more importantly, automatic sprinkler protection so much more valuable. And the whole issue is, if you were to look around your business or your home today, you will find that the majority of products, whether it be furniture, whether it be accessory items or whatever, are man-made materials. Oftentimes, many of these items are plastic in nature. If you were to look at a home or a business 20 to 30 years ago, most of the things would have been organic materials, would have principally been wood, less plastics, less fuel load. And what happens is, as we measure fires, and the fundamental difference that we've seen over the last 30 years is that as we've introduced more of these man-made products within the structures, the products being made out of petroleum base like plastic, just like gasoline almost, if you heat them up, put them in a combustion situation, the amount of heat released, British thermal units as we call it, is very excessive when you compared the same amount of material when you're looking at an organic material such as wood. And so when we used to, 20 years, 30 years ago, say you had somewhere maybe between 7 and 11 minutes in a fire scenario to safely get up and evacuate and leave the building, today that's not what is going to occur. What happens is that we find, because of the increased fuel loading within these occupancies, unless sprinklers are there and we're somehow able to put water on the fire and stop the process, we're going to get to the flashover condition in a room much quicker than we would have 20 to 30 years ago. And a lot of the estimates today, and this is a chart from the Home Fire Safety Coalition, an advocate for residential sprinklers, shows that in today's environment, once your detector goes off and there's no sprinkler present, you have approximately 3 to 5 minutes before the room will flash over, meaning that all the materials in that room are at or above their ignition temperature, and that's when people generally, especially at night, become aware of a fire. They either hear an explosion, they see the windows blow out in a structure. So what factors into here is our best method is obviously to put detection, a combination, and fire suppression in the building so that we can start to extinguish that fire at a very small, early, incipient stage so that we don't reach this flashover phenomena.